Wetlands are one of the world's most diverse habitats, supporting countless wildlife and plant species. Today, about 13,000 acres of wetlands can be found on the southwest shores of Lake Erie. This is but a fraction of the 300,000 acres of coastal wetlands that once existed on the borders of the almost 1 million acre Great Black Swamp. Most of the swamp was converted to agricultural fields, along with many of the coastal wetlands. The Ohio Division of Wildlife is committed to creating new wetlands and maintaining the existing ones. Recently, Toussaint Creek Wildlife Area underwent a total wetland renovation project, and 1,000 acres of former agricultural fields were converted to wetland habitat with the completion of the second phase of Howard Marsh Metro Park earlier this year. Little Portage and Mallard Club wildlife areas will undergo restoration projects this winter and in 2024. Magee Marsh Wildlife Area has also had several upgrades. 3 major water control structures have been replaced in the west and main marshes. Funding from Governor DeWine's H2 Ohio initiative allowed for 2 new structures in the Turtle Creek unit. The pumps used for water control were replaced and the structure was rebuilt. Most recently, 2.5 miles of the lakefront levee was rebuilt and protected with 80,000 tons of armor rock, thanks to Governor DeWine and funding appropriated by the state legislature.
The dikes are essentially what keeps or protects the marshes from the lake. Lake Erie has a 5-foot ordinary high water mark between the ordinary high and low. Without the infrastructure of the dikes, more or less the lake would come in and scour the marshes out and basically leave marshes without vegetation. In 2015, there's a series of storms. There's the first storm in 15 where it tore a section of our east marsh down. Then with a couple years of freezing and higher precipitation that we had in the Great Lakes area, Lake Erie started to climb. Magee Marsh itself is 2,200 acres. The lakefront dike here protects more than just Magee. We're directly connected to the Ottawa National Wildlife Refuge and several of their eastern units that we provide the water and to help the management capabilities on those areas. So in total, we're just shy or just above a little over 3,000 acres of habitat or wetlands that this lakefront dike protects.
So the planning for this project started in 2016 after a series of storms damaged the existing revetment at Magee Marsh. We hired KS Associates to study the area, and they concluded that over 1 mile of shoreline revetment needed to be reconstructed at the site. The initial estimate for the project was over $10 million after KS Associates completed their study. However, in October of 2022, we received favorable bids from the contractors. The bids came back in favorable to ODNR. We anticipate completing the project for less than $7 million. So over 3,000 truckloads were required to deliver the 80,000 tons of stone. Each stone weighs between 4,000 and 8,000 pounds. And the tow stone can be even heavier, up to 10,000 pounds. This project was completed with capital funding appropriated by the state legislature in 2021.
By improving and expanding wetland habitat, the projects at Magee and others across Northwest Ohio will benefit hundreds of wildlife species, including the state-endangered snowy egret, the state-threatened black-crowned night heron, and the state-threatened Blanding's turtle. Projects like these would not be possible without the great partnerships we have with organizations like Ducks Unlimited. So thank you. And thank you to the many nonprofit and governmental organizations that have supported this work. We invite you to explore the outdoors and enjoy fishing, hunting, wildlife viewing, or trapping at one of Ohio's beautiful wildlife areas.